Hi there, Cancerians. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm Astrogirl, and we're looking at July 27th through August 2nd. There's so much happening this week, and a lot of it is dramatic, and a lot of it is not going to be easy, Cancerians. There's the second full moon of July happening July 31st in Aquarius. And that's your 8th house of joint resources, investments, and intimacy. Interestingly enough, people that you share a bed with, people that you share your home with, your husband, your partner, your lover, whatever it is, you often share money with. And sometimes it can get a little risky, or you can get a little worried about things, especially if the other person has children or is in a lot of debt or is a bit of a spendthrift and, is always buying him or herself things, and you feel as if they take a little bit of advantage. Having a joint bank account requires a lot of trust and, knowing someone well. So if you've just met somebody and it's already talking about having a joint bank account for saving for a holiday or saving for something, rethink that, especially with Venus, the goddess of love and harmony and money, going out of phase for 5 weeks in your second house of money and self-esteem. This is sure to cause issues between your loved one and yourself, and money is definitely going to be a reason why you are having the arguments that you are having. And there's nothing worse than fighting about money, and there's nothing worse than having other people involved in it as well. And I think money and sex, lack of sex and lack of money, are often reasons that people decide to split. And we've already seen quite a few splits already while Venus is getting ready to go retrograde. She goes retrograde through September 6th, and you really have to keep an eye on your finances. If anyone asks you for a loan, have a ready-made reason why you can't loan them the money. I think it's really important that you do that, because no matter how much you trust somebody, you may not see that money for quite a while. Now, Saturn, the planet of focus and discipline and responsibility, is finally moving direct. Moving direct in Scorpio, your fellow water sign, and your 5th house of fun and self-fulfillment. This is going to make the next couple of weeks nice times for those of you who are in a very established marriage or partnership and feel that Venus retrograde is not going to have an effect on you, because Saturn is the planet that will really continue to provide you with reasons to celebrate being in a monogamous relationship or whatever relationship you're in. I sometimes say things like that, and then I think, well, a lot of people probably aren't in monogamous relationships and they're happy with that, especially when you have a lot of different clients that come and see you. A lot of them will say, my husband and I or have an understanding, and, the understanding is that, as long as no one gets hurt, as long as no one knows. And I always think that's a very progressive way of living. And I also think that to each his own. So, this is definitely something that as a Cancer, you might be a little jealous about. And I think Scorpios would be jealous about. But needless to say, it could be something that you do and that you enjoy. And with Saturn back in the mix, it's definitely something that you will continue, just keeping in mind not to mix money into it, because that could get a little, difficult with Venus retrograde. Have a wonderful week. Great speaking to you, and I look forward to speaking to you again next week.